There we go. Ow. Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Collision or Hit. Mike Walk, Jim Ross. Mike Walk, Jim Ross, and Taz here. And today on Collision or Hit, we are going to see the match we saw yesterday on Rampage or Rampru when Over Mario takes on Baron Corbin. Here today on Collision or Hit, Bob Walk says. You got that right, Bob. It seems that Baron Corbin started out picking on Disney cells, and then he started picking on Sega cells. Now he's picking on Nintendo cells or Gate of Heaven cells. In my book, that makes him a weakling. Well, I don't know about you, Bob and Jim, says Jim Ross. Well, I don't know about you, Bob and Jim. The only thing I'm going to tell you right now is that I think that Baron Corbin should have beat Mario. Baron Corbin has no grounds to why he should have been losing to some Watersmith, Mario, or Over Mario, or whatever you want to call him, Taz says. I truly think that is sad. Well, here comes Baron Corbin now. So I have been in the toy wrestling gathering, or the toy wrestling glee, for at least, what did I come, the 7th month? So, yeah, the 7th month I'd say, or maybe even before that. Maybe he's in the 6th month. And all I have done since then is gotten shamed and guilted, and either I'm wrestling Disney cells, or I was wrestling a Sega self, now I'm wrestling a Nintendo self, or a Gate of Heaven self. And let's be earnest about that. I'm fighting some shithead by the name of Mario. And Mario isn't only a Nintendo self or a Gate of Heaven self, he happens to also be a Deke self. And a Disney self too. So great, I'm fighting all three things I don't like. And the only grounds to why Mario have beat me was that Toadstool or Daisy or Peach or whatever she likes to call herself helped him. There's no way Mario could have done it again without me. Is that right, Baron Corbin? So you believe at the end of the day, the only grounds to why I beat you was because I had help from Toadstool or Daisy or Peach or, whatever you like to call her, right? And Baron Corbin, I have been in a toy wrestling gathering, I would say, for years. Hell, if I want to stop to think of it, I may have been in a toy wrestling gathering as early as 2008 YL. But I'm going to say, need be, may as early as 2009 YL. And unlike you, Baron Corbin, at least I'm a 2-time TWF Tag Team Fighter. Something that you can't say you ever were. Oh yeah, Mario. But at least I was the King of the Ring. Galled in the Boundary winner, WWE 4-1 Reichs fighter, and the Andre the Effelin Kingly, fighting Kingly, something winner, something you didn't do. Yeah, well, unlike you, Baron Corbin, I didn't have to keep shifting who I was. First, you were the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin. Then you shifted into what was known as the Wolf Killer, whatever that was. And then followed by the main overseer of Raw. Then followed by King of the Ring. Then followed by Broke. Followed by Happy. Then followed by Sad. Then followed by the next wrestling god. And then followed by, I don't know, Broke again? And who knows what you're doing these days. let me tell you something right now, Mario. I had no help of how many cells that I played over the years. And at the end of the day, I will get even. I will make something of myself. Unlike you, Mario, the only offshoot you ever were was a watersmith, a wannabe healer, a wannabe Wayne driver. Yeah, and what else were you? Oh, wannabe golfer, is that right, huh? Well, at the end of the day, we all know that at least I played more cells than you ever did. And if someone gets a fight overling out here, you know, and someone wants to get a fight overling out here, so I can shame you with the deep six, and then I can also pin you with the, with the deep six, and whatever the other name of the other hold I do. Well, looks like the match is going to be on now. We got the match overling in the ring now. Ding, ding, ding. This match got started. Oh! And Mario this time has got the upper hand on Baron Corbin. Unlike yesterday, where Baron Corbin had the upper hand and the upside on Mario, Mario's got the upper hand on Baron Corbin, Bob Free says. With a saga of weirdly done body slams. Well, that's right, Bob. Jim Ross says Baron Corbin had the upper hand on Mario yesterday, but today it's Mario who's got the upper hand on Baron Corbin. Well, what I don't seem to understand, Taz says, is why Mario always has why everyone always has to do something wrong to Baron Corbin. Why someone out there always has to wrong Baron Corbin. You know. Why everybody makes out Baron Corbin to be a bully, a creep, and a heel. Taz says, I don't understand it. Why everybody got to guilt him and shame him and scave him instead of Mario? Well, Baron Corbin is a great man. Well, the great man, Bob Freed says, behaves like a bully, a creep, a heel, and he's been that way ever since he's been in WWE and the TWF. The Deep Six. There you go. The end of days. Baron Corbin just hit the end of days on Mario, Bob Freed says. And it looks like the end of days is coming up. Is Baron Corbin going to beat Mario here today on Collision or Hit? Bob Free says. That would be sad, Jim Ross said, if the well-unlooked Watersmith over Mario, or Mario lost to the bully Baron Corbin, Jim Ross says. Well, Taz says, I like Baron Corbin as a bully, as a heel, as a creep. He's my kind of a man, Taz says. Is that right, huh? 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Baron Corbin. And now Baron Corbin, hey, the match is over. Baron Corbin has already did the Deep Six to Mario again. Now he's done the end of days. The match is already over. And Baron Corbin is not done with his behaviors. And now Baron Corbin has now gotten out of the ring now. And I would like to know, at the end of the day, I would like to know how Baron Corbin can live with himself after the way he behaves, after all the things he has done. Bob Free says. Yeah, Jim Ross said at the end of the day, Baron Corbin has been a bully and heel, a creep to many. And at the end of the day, very few folks even understand why he does the things he does. But it's sad what he did to Mario, Jim Ross says. I'll tell you one thing, Bob. One thing, Jim. Baron Corbin beat over Mario or Mario. And at the end of the day, what is over about him? Why did everyone call him over Mario for? There's nothing over about him. Well, anyway, Bob Freeze said I can't answer that asking thing, Taz. But Michael Cole's going to be asking thing to Baron Corbin. Alright, Bob Walk, Jim Ross. I'm going to be talking with Baron Corbin here today on Collision or Hit. Baron Corbin, once again you have been nothing more than a bully and a heel and a creep. Well, Michael Cole, I got even on that Watersmith. I got even on over Mario. There's nothing over about Mario, so why folks call him that? You know, I just deep sixed and ended days that Nintendo self, that Disney self, and that Deke self. At the end of the day, I put Mario or over Mario, whatever you want to call him, I beat him. You know, Baron Corbin, Mario has always overcome many foes. He's been fighting Bowser Koopa for years. He's been fighting Wario for years. Oh, Bowser Koopa, huh? And Wario. Those two will be thanking me because I did in one day what they could never do in years. And that's beat Mario or over Mario or whatever you want to call him. You know, his games, his film games were not really that good. His funny books weren't really that good. The first film, oh, that was sad. The Drawling Show, we know how shameful that was. And don't get me started about the Tudith film that came out. And everyone said how great that was. That was shit. Well, you have the right to your thought, your belief or take on over Mario and his funny books, film games, or drawing shows, or films. But no, here you're being scathed because what you did to Mario is wrong. Being a bully, being a creep, being a heel's not right, Baron Corbin. Oh yeah, Michael Cole. Let's not forget about your heel run, starting at the end of 2009 YL to 2012 YL. Yeah, everybody likes to forget about your heel run in WWE. We're not talking about me being a heel in WWE from the end of 2009 YL to 2012 YL. We're talking about you being a creep, a bully, and a heel, and you've been that way in WWE and the TWF. Yeah, and you're still as irksome as always. Well, that's my talk with Baron Corbin. Back to you, Bob Walk and Jim Ross. Well, thank you, Michael Cole, for talking with Baron Corbin here today on Collision or Hit. And that's all the time we got here for Collision or Hit. I, Bob Walk, Jim Ross, and Taz, we hope you like Collision or Hit, and we'll see you tomorrow for a Lone Day Night Raw, for Monday Night Raw, or a Lone Day Night Raw.